If you're trying to turn your TV into something that actually feels like a home theater, the first thing I'd look at is the sound. Because let's be honest, even a great-looking TV can feel underwhelming when the built-in speakers sound thin, flat, and disconnected from what you're watching. That's where this 240W TV Soundbar Wired and 5.0 speaker home theater stereo soundbar comes in. The idea here is pretty straightforward. Take your TV audio and give it more power, more presence, and a much bigger sense of space. On paper, 240 watts is a serious amount of power for a setup like this. And the interesting part isn't just the number. It's what that extra power can do when you're watching movies, sports, gaming, or even just listening to music. The soundbar uses a 5.0 speaker configuration, which is designed to create a wider and more immersive listening experience than the typical 2-channel speakers built into a television. Instead of sound feeling like it's coming from a small point underneath your screen, the goal is to make the entire front of your setup feel more alive. Then you've got the built-in subwoofers. This is probably one of the biggest upgrades you'll notice compared with standard TV speakers. Bass adds weight to everything. Explosions have more impact, music has more depth, and action scenes feel less flat. And because this is a wired home theater soundbar, the setup is focused on delivering a direct connection between your TV and the audio system. That can be especially useful if you prefer a straightforward setup without having to worry about keeping multiple wireless components connected. For movies, this kind of system makes a lot of sense. Dialogue can feel more prominent, background effects can have more presence, and those big cinematic moments can sound much more dramatic. Gaming is another area where a soundbar like this can make a noticeable difference. Footsteps, engine sounds, environmental effects, and explosions become easier to appreciate when the audio has more scale and low-end response. And then there's music. A soundbar isn't going to replace a dedicated high-end stereo system for every listener, but having multiple speakers and built-in subwoofers can make everyday music playback feel significantly fuller than what most TVs can produce on their own. The design also makes sense for a modern entertainment setup. Put it below your TV, connect your source, and you've got a more complete audio system without needing a huge collection of separate speakers around the room. Of course, expectations matter. A 240W rating doesn't automatically mean the sound will be perfect for every room or every listener. Room size, placement, source quality, and your personal preference all affect how a soundbar performs. But if your current TV audio feels weak and you're looking for a more powerful, room-filling setup, this is definitely the kind of system worth checking out. Hi guys, if you want to buy this 240W TV Soundbar Wired and 5.0 speaker home theater stereo soundbar with built-in subwoofers, then please visit the link provided in the description. At the end of the day, the whole point of a soundbar is simple: your TV should not only look cinematic, it should sound cinematic too. And with 240 watts of power, a 5.0 speaker configuration, and built-in subwoofers, this setup is designed to take your everyday entertainment experience to a completely different level.